hasn't really been clear on what the purpose is here, and that's partly why she's been nervous. So she's here and she's like, what's going on here? She's not really sure.
Oh, wow. She's sure of the purpose of that phone.
There's no confusion there.
No.
So I'm just telling her that the purpose is to get you a new family. She's like, oh no, they're going to be mean to me. So she came from an abusive situation. I mean, do you know?
You don't know?
Yeah, well, I would say yes. If it was up to me, like what I'm getting, I would say yes.
She was an owner surrender at another shelter with another dog, and it was a small little dog.
And they were buddies.
Yeah.
Aww. And do you have the small dog here?
She was adopted.
She was.
We did have her adopted.
Oh, so you couldn't really get us.
We tried for a while, and then it was just, it was keeping the other one from finding a home.
And that would be hard for her too, so I'm going to talk to her about that. What did her little friend look like, just general?
Little Chihuahua, black and brown. White and brown.
White and brown,
Yeah.
Okay, so mostly white, okay. Yeah, she's like, well, I'm not good enough. I mean, I'm not good enough. The other one got, you know what I mean? She feels like the other one was a good dog and she isn't, which is not true. You're good with the bully stick, sister. Hi. It's hard because I'm I'm telling her, like, for the right person to find you, you have to be open, you have to be calm so that so you can recognize each other. Because it is going to take a certain type of person. I'm seeing a woman because she's had this man experience, and I am just seeing a woman in general, somebody who understands, like, who can read the room and not be like, hey, shut up, or, but more like, it's okay. Reassure her and work with her so she can get over it. But it's a hard hypothetical for her. You know what I mean? So when she's in a kennel, is it like there's a corridor and people can walk by and see her? Okay, I'm gonna talk to her. Is it like the standard, like with a cyclone fence gate?
It's a glass door.
A glass door. Okay, let me ask her about her kennel then. Is that a peppermint stick? Part of it is too also exercise. Her age and athleticism, she needs a lot of exercise, probably a lot more than you guys can give her. And so she's pent up, and then she gets a slight trigger, and she's like blasts off to the moon over a slight trigger. Where if she was having like an hour walk every day, she would be like woof woof, and then she wouldn't be quite so pent up when she's reacting. I want to take it. I have a Chihuahua. You guys could be pals. She'd have to be good with cats, though.
Ask her.
Do you like to eat them?
Yeah.
Or kiss them? Those are your options. What you got? What is it?
Do you get the sense that she was abused or just rough handling, yelling, like that sort
I
of thing?
feel that somebody hit her on the back. So I do feel like she was pushed around. Abused. You probably, let's see. She like couldn't do anything right, kind of a thing. So, that's why the idea of being adopted is nervous making to her, and the idea of strangers are nervous for her.
Yeah.
Because she's like, well, what are you gonna do? And I'm guessing when you first got her, it took her experience with a person before she was like, oh, it's you, you're okay to be around. Like the first time you interacted with her, she was probably like, what are you gonna do? Am I safe? And then after that, she was like, she's not stupid, she's a quick learner, so it probably just took one time for you not hurting her and doing something nice, like walking her or giving her food, where she was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's like, oh, okay. But when she first meets a person, she's like,
Yeah.
what's up with you? What do you want from me, you know? What are you gonna do to me? Just like she couldn't do anything right. It's like there were no rules. It wasn't like, sit, okay, you didn't sit, you're getting in trouble. It was like, it felt much more arbitrary for her than that, you know?
Where they were just unclear, like she was unclear,
Yeah,
like why
that
she
might
was.
have been the process is sit, you didn't sit, you're in trouble, but she never was taught how to sit, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But more like impatient, unstructured, you're in trouble randomly. That's how she sees it. I don't know how we would see it, but that's how she sees it. She is doing a number on that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna tell her, like, when people come, I want you to try to keep your cool. And then I'm gonna talk to her. You guys all interact with her? Okay, I'm gonna use you as examples of trust and see if she can translate that to strangers that she's meeting through her glass door, or even in the greeting room. She's like, I don't know. I said, other people want to meet you and be
Aw.
friends. And she's like, I don't know.
Oh.
So. So when you guys are going to show her with somebody in the room, because you guys take her into a room with somebody and they interact,
Usually we go outside.
you go outside. So when you do that with this creature, you want to pre-pave a little bit. You want to point at the person and say, you and me, we're going to go out and we're going to make friends with this person. We're going to see if we like them or not, but we're going to be really nice and polite to them and just give them the benefit of the doubt and see what they're like. And just kind of talk to her exactly like that, like say it exactly how you want it to go down. Hold a picture in your mind of the same, because if you're imagining her going off in the picture while you're saying these nice words, she's going to be like, what? So you just want to match up what's going on in your head with what you're saying and feeling. And then she'll be like, okay. And it might help her to manage her stress in that situation. She's kind of getting it that those people might take her, and she's like, I don't know. It could be bad. So you just want to help her. I'm going to tell her that you're not going to let, because you're the gatekeeper, I'm going to tell her that you're not going to let any weirdo take her.
She's a good
Okay.
gatekeeper.
Tell me your name again. I'm sorry. Nicole.
Hi, yeah, I know.
Oh.
Since
Girl.
she hasn't had a nice family, I'm saying she's only going to let you go to a nice family. It's like saying she's only going to let you go to Japan. If you've never been to Japan, there's no context for it. So I'm just going to say,
Well, does she remember the foster she was in recently?
let me ask her. Yeah, but they didn't keep her.
Yeah.
That was heartbreaking for her.
Oh. But maybe
It was
the
hard,
nice.
you know, for the girl too.
So let me tell her, use them as an
She was just here
example.
today.
Thank you.
She was just here today, actually.
It's confusing. That's
God, that
confusing
made me
for her,
wanna
right? You can imagine how it would be.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's nice of you, but please don't visit. It's confusing.
Did she go visit her today?
She was here today.
And that's just like a you're not good enough probably again.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Just think, if any one of us went through any of those things, we'd have all these hang-ups. We need therapy, huh? Okay, well, I've done what I can.
Are you ready?
I just told her that long term she's going to be in a loving home, and for now this is where she's at, and it's all going to be good. So I don't know. She's not done with her 7-course meal yet.
Yeah.
She's really